Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. I tell you what, good old Jerry there at Big J's Knives, he's done it again. He's issued another 10 challenge. All right, so today we're going to be looking at 10 USA made Stockman knives. Oh boy, I just love to get my Stockmans out, and this goes right along with Saturday Stockman Stampede, but let's just get started here. We'll start down here on the lower left, and of course you've seen some of these before, but we'll start down here with this beautiful K-bar. Yeah, look at that beautiful jigging on, this is Delrin, jig Delrin, but it's very well done. Here's our clip blade on that one. And what else we got here? Of course, we got our sheep's foot. Wouldn't be a Stockman without it, right? And for our third blade, we've got everyone's favorite blade, the spade blade. So there you go. This is model, I think it's 1081. Let me take a look here. Yeah, I remembered correctly. Model 1081 K-bar. Alrighty. We'll just move along here. Here's a Schrade. Schrade USA. You can see that sheep's foot is very prominent on that. And I just did a video on this one, as a matter of fact. This was just put out Saturday, if you haven't had a chance to see it. Got a kind of more of a full review on it, but this one has the punch for the third blade. And there we go with that long, slender clip point, the Persian clip, I guess. And then there's your sheep foot on that one. Hey, what do you think of that? Just love that shield. Okay, so there's a Schrade. Okay, we'll go right down here. What do we got here? We got us an Ulster. Ulster, you bet. Can't leave old Ulster out, can we? And look at this one. It's got the punch also. Just the plain oval shield. Got this nice punch. There's a look at that spade blade on the Ulster. And the clip point. You see the long nail nick or the French pull on there. You see the swedging there. And is typical on a lot of Stockmans. If they have a swedge, they just have it on one side. I think they put that swedge in so the blades will, fit a little better down in there. Alrighty, there's number 3. And next up, we are going to go to a Camillus. Now this one's been well used, and look at the patina on that blade. But again, the very long pull on it. There's the clip, and as typical, as I said, swedged on one side of the blade. Now this one's been well used, but it's still a fine example of a knife. Yep, there's your sheep's foot. Again, you can see it's been well used. But this is the Model 67, and I believe this was made between 1960 and 1976 based on the tang stamp there. There's that tang stamp. And of course, what do we got here? Well, it was either a pen blade or it's a well-worn spade blade. Not quite sure. I should probably look that up someday. But just a nice full-size Stockman here. The Camillus Model 67. Alrighty. Here's a little gem that I found in an antique store. Of course, you've seen this one before. But this is the Frontier series. And Imperial made the Frontier series with the powder horn. And then this is from the Double Eagle. Double Eagle right there. Again, the very nice French pull. Very nice swedge right there. single-sided. And our sheep's foot. And our spay. So there you go. The Double Eagle Frontier by Imperial. And these were kind of a, upgraded line here from Imperial. There is like a soft half stop there. Well, no, I guess it's just catching a little bit. Maybe need some oil. Alrighty, moving along to the next here. This is a Klaus cutlery. Now, Klaus is still in business, although they've been bought out by the big conglomeration. It's just the name now, but Klaus was a very famous cutlery company, and they really made their mark making like surgical instruments or medical instruments. And they also made a lot of scissors and shears. And I think at one time they were the biggest manufacturer of shears. So this is a very storied company. Of course, this has got really nice jig bone to it. Yeah. There's our clip point. More of a, what would you say, traditional clip that we know of. And our spay, of course, it's worn off there. That's not the actual shape. And I think, well, I don't know. Yeah, that must have been the spay. And then a pen blade. Did this one not have a sheep's foot on it? Maybe not. Hard to say. But yeah, Klaus Cutlery was a very, very old company. Well-established, well-respected company. Alrighty. Trying to take just enough time that you see them all, but without spending too much time to make it too long. Now this one needs some work. This is one I bought, antique shop. I still got to get this one fixed up. But once I get that cover fixed up, what a beautiful little knife. This is a little small Stockman. There you go. Nice clip blade, nice nail pull there. And this is by Ulster. See that tang stamp there? Ulster. Okay. So you got your clip blade. And there's your sheep's foot. And for the third blade, it's a pen blade. Now it seems like on a lot of the smaller Stockmans, the third blade is always a pen blade. Maybe because it was designed to be more of a fifth pocket knife. I don't know. But there you have it. I'll get this fixed one of these days. You know how that goes. Okay, we're going back to another Camillus here. And this is the Model 64 Junior Stockman. And this one was made probably in the 60s to 70s. And I got to be careful on this one because this one really did get used. But this one has the spiral punch. And this was a patent done by Camillus, I think back in the 30s or 40s or something like that. So, yeah, it's got the spiral punch to it. Of course, this blade, it's almost gone. It's like a needle now. And then what's left of the clip blade. But it's got your traditional cat's eye or crescent nail nick to it. And I looked it up one time. And the inlay material on these is what they call K-bone. So it's a synthetic material made to look like bone. Now you talk about pocket worn. That is pocket worn. Somebody really carried this knife a whole lot. Look at how smooth that is. You probably can't see it, but it's actually grooved down here. You can tell where they were holding the knife. So yeah, this knife got a lot of use. Alrighty, we're getting close to the end here. Well, here's another one by Imperial. And another one from the Frontier series. And there's that stamp with the powder horn on it. What a great small Stockman this one is. Again, single-sided swedge right there. This is a beautiful little knife. The inlay, it is a synthetic, and I believe they called this their charcoal series. That dark black. Look at that shield there. Yeah. Again, antique store find. I found it. Just had to have it. There's sheep's foot. And again, on a small one, we seem to find that pen blade. Just look at this. Is just a beautiful little knife. Yeah. Imperial Frontier. Alrighty, and last but not least, we got us a Schrade old timer. Another small Stockman. And that's what this clip point blade looks like. Focus in there. And it's got the cat's eye nail nick, or crescent. And then there's a look at the sheep's foot there. And our last blade is a pen blade. Yeah. So there you have it. 10 USA made knives. Thank you so much, Big J, for sending out this open tag for everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Down here in the lower right hand corner, I'll put a copy to one of my playlists. That big round Knife Delights there, well, just hit that if you'd like to subscribe. And down here in the lower left hand corner, well, that's just the next video YouTube thinks you should watch. So until next time, have a very delightful day.